I'm excited to be finally making this video after maybe a little over 2 weeks since I recorded this first clip here, but this is my playthrough of Dark Souls 3, first 5 bosses of the game in this video. Started out pretty strong in this game with, I think it's Skundia, at least that's how I've been saying it. This was a big step up in terms of quality from the other games, especially the bosses. Overall, Dark Souls 3 is my favourite Souls game, out of the ones I've played so far, which are Dark Souls 1, 2 and 3, Elden Ring and Sekiro. Speaking of that, I did start Sekiro, and it's incredibly difficult. But this video is about Dark Souls 3. Anyway, beating Skundia here, and got him on my first try. It wasn't super hard, but definitely a lot better than a Silent Demon for the tutorial boss. Then next we have Vault of Boreal Valley, and I mean, he was alright, he was decent. Wasn't the best boss ever, but still better than really most of the other bosses from the first 2 games. And I mean, everyone knows the music for this one. I didn't know it was from this, but I knew the music. I took 1 death to Vault because the first time I fought him I had no heals and half health, and I died pretty quick. I think I only got like half health before dying. I somehow managed to avoid most of his attacks. But came back the next time with more Estus and more health, and beat him. There's the music. I really didn't know that music was from this game. And as you can see here, I'm still using my starting weapon that I got from just choosing whatever class I chose. I think by the next boss I'd actually gotten a proper weapon. I was using the Claymore for most of this run, but I eventually switched to the Black Knight sword. I have no idea what this weapon is. It's just some random axe that we start with. Anyway, killed Vault here, and it took me a while to figure out where to get the banner to go to the next place, but eventually I did figure it out. And here's the fight with the Curse-Rotted Greatwood, which, being honest, this boss kind of sucked. It was pretty terrible. Dark Souls 3, most of the bosses were either like really good or really bad. This is one of the bad ones. I didn't know he had like other sacks on like other parts of his body, so I was just hitting the crotch one, and then trying to hit his weird arm in the second phase, because I didn't see the other like weird pus sacks on his legs and arms and stuff the first couple times. So I ended up taking 3 deaths and getting him on my 4th attempt. Yes, I'm definitely using the Claymore in this clip. I use the Claymore in Dark Souls 1 as well. It's just always a good weapon in these games. I haven't tried it in Elden Ring though. I assume it's still good there. Don't really have too much to talk about. This boss fight goes on forever, and it's pretty bad. There's this weird crotch arm that he grabbed me and killed me a lot with. There's always the attack that I couldn't figure out how to dodge, is that grab with his crotch arm. Yeah, it's what I'll try to do in all the other attempts. Just hit it instead of going for the other sacks on his hands and legs and stuff. Alright, he's getting close to dead. And we're going to take probably one more thing to pop before he dies. The one thing I do like about this boss is that second phase where you fall through the floor into a different arena and you don't have to worry about those ads anymore. I never like bosses with ads, but at least I thought that was a pretty cool gimmick that you drop into a different arena for the second phase. And definitely the best thing about this boss. Looks like he's dead. And you get the transposing kiln from killing him, which I can't remember what it does, but I think it was pretty useful. Right, next boss here is the Crystal Sage. I got on my second attempt. Took one death in the second phase on my first try, because like they all just spammed the magic and killed me, and I had no idea what was going on because it was my first attempt. That second try I was prepared for it, and came back and killed him. I have no idea if there's any point to like breaking those gems that he shoots up out of the floor when he teleports, but I was just breaking him anyway, just in case it was, I don't know, making it weaker or something. This is probably one of the only fights in this game that's just alright. Not like anything amazingly special, but not anything awful. Apart from this and Vault, I can't really think of any others that are just okay. No, now he's in the second phase, spamming all the magic. And with all his clones that it summons, I figured out that the real one is the purple one, and the clones have the blue magic, and the clones die in one hit, which does make this significantly easier than I first thought. I thought they were all going to be like the same, indistinguishable, and like have the same amount of health, or just be unkillable or something. I think that's how it worked with the Pinwheel as well. But the Pinwheel has no health, so it doesn't really matter. Looks like I've almost killed the Crystal Sage. The one thing that also threw me off the first time was when he randomly pulled out a sword or a stick or something and started meleeing me. I was not expecting him to do that. That one caught me really off guard. I don't think he even tried it this attempt, which is good. There's the purple one over in the corner. Never been a fan of these caster enemies. They always kind of just annoy me a bit. I mean, to dodge like massive amounts of magic spam and stuff. Alright, Crystal Sage is dead. Now on to the final boss for this video, Deacons of the Deep. Deacons of the Deep, another easy one, got it first attempt. This one kind of feels like a Dark Souls 2 boss. They just put a bunch of normal enemies in a room and say, it's a boss, and give it a health bar. I'm pretty sure this one was also necessary. I don't think I did any optional bosses this time around. Yeah, because I didn't do Nameless King or Osiros. I am going to go back and do them later after I beat Sekiro. I'm going to go back and I'm going to beat the optional bosses in DLC for Dark Souls 3. And then I'll do the DLC and optional bosses for Dark Souls 2. And I've already done all the optional bosses in Dark Souls 1, but I will go back and play the DLC. Then maybe after that I'll try out Shadow of the Erd Tree. I don't know about Shadow of the Erdtree though. Heard a lot about it, and a lot of bad about it as well, not just good. So we'll see about that, but maybe. This video is about Dark Souls 3, so I'll focus on that. Now the Deacons have gone to their second phase, where instead of just having normal enemies where you kill them and it just sends a special one to one of the other random enemies, it spawns in a much stronger, healthier Deacon, I guess you could call him. I assume that's what they're called. And he has the entire second half of the health bar, and once he's dead, the entire boss is just dead. But he also spawns in a bunch of bigger, stronger Deacons. You see the one with the red glow is the one that you need to kill. I think this is... Oh, actually... I was about to say it's one of the only gimmick bosses I think in this game, but there was a couple more. Like Yorm. Yorm, what was that? Yorm was throwing me through a loop. I did not figure out how to use a Storm Ruler for a while. Anyway, looks like the Deacons are almost dead. They're trying to heal now. It's not good. Healing bosses and healing enemies are the other thing that I don't like. Magic enemies and enemies that can heal. And looks like Deacons are dead, so that will be the end of this video. I'll post the next couple bosses in the next video in a couple days. Alright, see ya.